How many of you have this feeling of emptiness in you? Like there's something profound missing. There's whole lot of material wealth, amazing amounts of pleasure, outwardly, but when it comes to feeling that wholeness, there's a huge void instead. My name is Vasundhara Talware, and I have gotten so many of my clients asking, wondering, inquiring, what is it that is missing? What is it that they can do to fill that void? Just as a flower is meant to bloom, raindrops are supposed to fall, they will fall, that's their nature. Grass is supposed to grow, grass will grow, that's its nature. So is a human being's nature to transcend, to become better, to grow, to learn. Its ultimate purpose is to liberate itself. Even though at this state in time, that human being is not aware of this purpose, yet it lives for it, it dies for it, it urges to go towards that space which is higher and better than what it is at right now. Take for example the beehives. Aren't they the best engineering marvels in the whole world? Natural, isn't it? But has anything changed between those beehives back then when we were living in the caves, and now when we are flooded with all kinds of gadgets? We have everything at the edges of our fingers, tips of our toes, tips of our fingers, that is, and we have egos which are as big as the universe itself. The beehive's structure, its nature, has by far remained the same. But what's changed between the man that was and the man that is today? What's changed? The man has certainly evolved, isn't it? That's our nature. Once you plant a seed, the seed's nature is to break out and become a sapling with the right nourishment, isn't it? But as soon as the seed is about to take some shape and become a sapling, if you uproot the seed, it dies. Then there's no difference between a seed and a pebble. That's what happens to most human beings today, that they have forgotten to sprout. They have forgotten to evolve, to grow, to become better. They've forgotten to learn, soak in, be open. And that's when they become the pebble in the story. That is, they become a living dead person. How many of you relate to this? Are you a living dead person? Or are you alive? Are you working on yourself and becoming better and better every single day of your life? Or you have completely uprooted yourself from the source, from all that nourishes you, and sadly have become a pebble, dead, good for nothing, right? And that's where the hollowness that you experience comes from. That's because you're not transcending. So, a human being who only takes care of oneself, who's so drowned with the sense pleasures, what tastes good, I want more, what is music to the ears, I want more, right? It's all sense pleasures, what I can see, what's beautiful, I want to see more of that. Everything, so I want to touch the most pleasant of things and textures and beings. So again, another sense in action. So all the sense pleasures that run amok in this human being is the lowest of the strata. this person wants more of those sense pleasures coming from gadgets, coming from YouTube, coming from Netflix, coming from food, coming from all the sensual pleasures. But for this man or a woman, this is for this being to transcend, it takes him or her to now start considering the well-being of his family or her family. So one step further is to look beyond oneself and, hey, take care of one's family, kids and kin. So that person again has a limitation where it becomes me, my family against the whole world. So that's one confrontation that person goes through or faces. So there's another transcendence from there, and that is of a person who looks at one's society. And there too, there is a limitation where that person is only concerned with his caste, creed, religion, his kind of people, where there again is a fight between what is mine, what is like me, against what doesn't sound, seem, look like me. So again, this person hasn't really transcended because it is again between my kind of people and some other kind of people. Then, and there's another level of transcendence where this being is all encompassing, it's all inclusive, and he or she is the one who's considering the whole world as his or her family. So all kinds of people are in his or her purview. This person wants to impact, create that goodness in the whole world. So this is that kind of person who's transcended me against them, but become this whole. But then there's another level. That kind of a person has transcended all of this and considers even non-living objects or beings that are not humans, but there are all kinds, all versions, all varieties. Everything under the sun is his kutumbakam, Vasudhara Kutumbakam. So that's the whole world, not just the living beings, but even the non-living beings, including of objects, the worshipping your books, worshipping the table, the chair, the furniture, everything that you see and not see as pure and giving it its respect. So this is another kind of person who's very subtle and very, very sensitive in its experience, in his or her experience of the world. And that's the level when you experience utmost fulfillment. There's no hollowness because you're all inclusive. If there is any, then it comes from a space which needs to be worked on, and this person gives it that effort and works on that aspect where the hollowness comes from, fills it with lots of love, and again becomes whole and complete. So what are the levels that you have transcended so far? What level are you on? Are you in the game of playing my kind of people against the other kind of people? Or are you all encompassing? Or are you still with me, mine, my phone, iPhone, my gadgets, my bed, my home, my car? Look at yourself and see if any of this makes sense. And on top of that, if you still feel hollow, what is that next level that you got to go to? Goals, missions, visions, purpose are for people who want to transcend themselves. These are not the dictionary words, or these are not the languages of the people who are merely dead, living dead, who become pebbles instead of being that sprouting seed who can become a sapling and then into a tree. So hope you've liked this message. Hope you relate to some stage of the transcendence or the other, and this gives you clarity as to what is to come next, which level you are supposed to work on, what aspect you're supposed to work on, and really wish and pray that you do. And if you've liked this message, please share it with your loved ones. And thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more. Love you. Mwah.